This December 25th, billions of people around the world will celebrate the holiday of Christmas. But it is not the only major holiday this time of year. In fact, many cultures all over the globe and all throughout history mark the winter solstice and the end of the year with celebrations in December. And many of these celebrations have contributed traditions to Christmas. For example, the Germanic pagans of Northern Europe had a holiday called Yule. It was celebrated across Europe centuries before the birth of Christ and the beginning of modern Christmas traditions, though in many ways it was a similar holiday to Christmas. In Yule we can find the first evidence of one of our most famous Christmas traditions, the Christmas tree. During Yule, evergreen trees would be brought inside of temples and homes to symbolize everlasting life in the face of adversity. Later, after the Christianization of Europe in the 4th century, the trees would be decorated with apples to represent the Garden of Eden. These apples would eventually become Christmas tree ornaments. Another major influencer of Christmas was the Roman holiday of Saturnalia. These festivities celebrated the Roman god of agriculture, Saturn, and were by far the most exciting and revelous Roman holiday. During Saturnalia, Romans decorated their homes with wreaths and other greenery. They dressed up in colorful clothes, took time to socialize, and gave each other gifts. Saturnalia, like Yule, took place towards the end of December, and included a celebration of the winter solstice. So, when the Roman Empire was Christianized, it made sense for the new church to place the birth of Jesus Christ around that time, as well as to incorporate elements of the pagan holidays into Christmas. This allowed their new religion to be more palatable to the masses. Yule and Saturnalia also gave us the first incarnations of Santa Claus, in the form of Saturn and the Norse god Odin. Odin and Saturn were both depicted as old, bearded men. Saturn, as the god of agriculture, brought the gift of prosperity to the Romans, and it was said that Odin would fly across the sky on his horse every winter solstice, much like how Santa Claus does with his reindeer. The two images of Odin and Saturn were placed onto the Christian Saint Nicholas, who lived in Turkey during the 4th century and was said to have handed out presents to good children whilst punishing the bad ones. This new image of a kindly old man flying across the sky and delivering presents to children evolved over the next few centuries until it eventually gained the name Santa Claus. Over 1,000 years after the establishment of Christianity, Santa Claus went through a new transformation on a new continent. In 1823, New York native Clement Clark Moore published his poem The Night Before Christmas, in which St. Nicholas is portrayed as a jolly, round man and is given his famous reindeer. Then, in 1863, cartoonist Thomas Nast gave him his iconic red coat, hat, and boots. And with that, Santa Claus as we know him today was complete. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and get on the notification bell. Or you can check out one of these other great videos that should have just appeared on your screen. If you have an idea for a future video, go ahead and leave it in the comments below and it might just appear on the channel. Also, if you want to stay up to date with Super Easy History content, you can follow us on Twitter at SuperEzHistory. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a very Merry Christmas.